December design team layout. I love the Christmas flair that Adam has designed, and it went really well with a page that I had done earlier this year using some of the mica mist from Tim Holtz and a full page stencil. It was actually a Heidi Swapp stencil. So I've pulled out an old Pebbles collection that had some of those light blues and greens, and it's going to go great with that chevron pattern. The mica mist really, really sparkles. It's kind of hard to see on camera, but if you have it, you need to get it out and use it, and that's what I was kind of using as the background here. So you can see I didn't have any whites in this collection, and I could have just gone and got a white to back that photo, or if I had been smart, I would have cut that photo with a white background. But instead, I just used one of the background papers. It happened to have a bunch of reindeer ice skating, but you can't tell. I struggled a little bit with it because if you followed me, I don't like cutting off the heads of animals, and unfortunately, you have to do that as part of cutting that. But I really like how this is turning out. The other thing I did with this particular paper is there was a whole page of tags and banners. And so what you're going to see is I'm going to make that my focus for this page. So I got a hickory smoke out so I could ink the edges of the page. I really wanted to use weathered wood, but once again, I can't find it. I'm having a real issue lately with getting inks out and then putting them down somewhere and then not knowing where I put them. So I'm just going to have to figure out how to fix that, but who knows. Anyway, so I'm inking everything up in hickory smoke. I'm putting some foam on the back of the photo. And now I am looking at the sticker sheet and then I'm going to put that aside. And I had pre-cut out, you'll see, from the page that was all, and then you can see the end of that page right there. It was a page of all tags and all tags and banners. And I just wanted to have kind of on the top just a whole thing of tags and banners. I thought that would be fun. And originally, I thought I'd just use all the blues and the greens, but unfortunately, that one green Noel was just the same exact color as that background paper. So I needed to change that up. So what you're going to see is those are really the main embellishment. So what I'm doing is I'm trying to just show you that, you know, sometimes, like particularly with these older collections, I don't have a lot of embellishments. I have that one sticker sheet and then a few of the die cuts, and that's it. So instead, I'm really focusing on the paper itself to make embellishments. So it's the paper and the flare, and that's basically the embellishments I'm using for this collection. I was really excited that the flare went really well, so that I could just use it directly. The other thing is I didn't have a journal spot in that paper, so I just flipped the tags over. I found one that I didn't think I would use, and I'm using that for my journal spot. So it's a rather simple page, but I really, really love how it turned out. So now I'm punching holes in all of those because the other thing I want to do is actually go ahead and thread these tags as if they were hanging. So I found this blue and white thread. I had one piece of blue and white thread left. I had a backup. You see there next to my scissors the gold spool that I have. And then, of course, the thread got all up inside itself. So I didn't make you watch me go through all of that. I'm going to put all of the tags on foam. So I did that. And now I'm going to lay the thread out kind of, I'd like to say that it was artistically and glue it down so that I can kind of have it all there. Now, when I laid the thread down, I found one of my stamp blocks. I just put it on there just so it can hold in that particular location. Basically, I'm just gluing down the thread so that it kind of makes a cute little display. And you'll see in my final page what it ended up looking like. So the next thing I need to do is kind of attach the flare. And like I said, great flare for this. I'm using 3 flare. I'm just using the flare as is. I'm not putting anything on it. I'm not doing anything special. I think sometimes the flare speaks for itself. And this is one of those times. Now I'm going to write my journaling, and I am just basically going to say that how much I love every year going to find a new place to see holiday lights. This particular one was really more of a bunch of photo montages, places you could take photos, kind of an Instagrammy kind of place. And I know that's really popular right now, is places for people to go and then post on Instagram. So I just thought it was super cute. I thought this picture of John with his plaid shirt, flannel shirt with the bears was super fun. And so that was kind of a fun thing. We have a lot of other pictures of this particular day, and I'm sure some of them will end up either in my December daily or in another page. But this is the one that I really liked for both the colors, the blue colors, and just because I thought it was a fun part of the story. And I don't have a lot of pictures of just John. We have a lot of selfies, or I have pictures of us with the kids, but it was kind of nice just to have a picture of just him on a scrapbook page. So I've got my journaling on there. I've got the Flair on there. I'm doing great. So now I just want to embellish a little bit. All I have is this one sticker sheet, and I'm going to use, and I really want to use the cute little creatures because I think the bears are on there. So they have penguins, and they had three penguins. Oh, and there is my title, Making Spirits Bright, and honestly, I forgot to put my title on. That was just part of another cut apart, and I'm just using that, and I'm putting it right up there at the corner. Gonna cut off the thread. I'm kind of all over here, not doing everything in order. Back to the penguins. And I'm gonna put the penguins, I'm gonna put some gold stars, I think a gold snowflake. And that is basically the page. I really enjoyed how this turned out. I enjoyed how the flare worked so well with this paper. I loved how the paper worked so well with the Micah Mist page that I had made. Thank you so much for watching. Have a wonderful holiday season. And I actually have a page to put up on the 25th, so I will see you then. Thanks so much. Bye bye.